friends, it's Amanda back with a junk journal video for you, a beginner's one. I'm so glad you're here. Today I wanted to start up where we last left off, which was talking about a digital. I did print off the digital that I wanted to do. This is a spring digital. It's called Blooming Spring, and I will put the link down for it. If you want to do a vintage one, this might not work for you, but this is a very beautiful journal that I'm going to do with you guys. And I have it printed off on presentation paper and photo matte paper, and then I'm going to print it off one more time on regular paper so I can do some collages with it. And I found these really great 5.5 by 11, well, probably bigger than that, 9 by 12 or whatever, gusseted pouches that we can keep our collections in, our digital collections in. Isn't that a great idea? I'll link them below from Amazon. And I just think that's a great idea. So when I cut out the ephemera or when I cut the scraps, I'm going to put it all in here. We'll see. Maybe it has to be an envelope and an envelope for the small pieces of ephemera, but it doesn't look like there's much small pieces. Lots of beautiful pages though, but mostly it's bigger pieces, so I'm okay with that. A few small pieces, but not much. But anyways, what I didn't think about is coffee dyed paper. And there's a possibility that you're going to want to have coffee dyed paper in your junk journals. And if you do, you have a choice to make. You can either coffee dye your own like I did. It's going to cost you the piece of the paper and some coffee. You can get coffee at the dollar store for $1.25, and your time. It's going to take a lot of time. I'm not going to lie to you. If you coffee dye, you're going to want to spend a couple hours doing it and coffee dye as many as you can because it's messy, and I think it's fun. I enjoy doing it. I cook my papers at around 400 degrees, and so I just do a batch. I probably do 100 pages in a couple hours. My husband asked me if this is the only cooking that I actually do. He teases me about this is the only cooking I do is my coffee dyed papers. The other thing that you can do, and let me show you, is you can go on Etsy and you can buy 50 sheets of coffee dyed paper. Today is May 2024. You can buy 50 sheets. You can print them off and have them always for $2.29. And how many sheets? Coffee printables, instant download. Does it tell me how many sheets it is? It doesn't tell me how many sheets. I'm sorry, but it's pretty inexpensive. $2.29. $1.97, and then you have them forever and ever. Here's one that's really looking cool, $1.97, and you can just print them off. Another great one, $2.29. Let's see if this one says, it's by My Porch Prints. I know that they're a good one. There's 8 sheets of paper for $2, which is cheap. You know what I mean? That's cheap. You could do some that are really cool looking. You know what I mean? Or you could just have regular ones. You can buy 50 sheets for $15. The point is, you have your options, and you need to decide about your time. The only downfall about printing them, well, and also you can print them double-sided, so you don't have to do anything with it. You know what I mean? You never have to coffee dye or tea dye ever. The only problem is, it's money, and I'm not going to say it's cheating under any circumstances because I'm buying a digital, so it's not cheating. It's the exact same thing as buying a digital. It's fun to tea dye. I would tea dye or coffee dye at least one time. Make a time out of it and see if you enjoy doing it or see if it's worth it to you. If your time is not worth, $15, a couple hours isn't worth $15 to you to save, then buy some. And if you don't have the time, download it and print it. Then you'll have the beautifulness of this side, not necessarily tainted when you dye it, because when you dye it, some of this ink is going to be, it's going to be saturated in a way that the coffee is going to change the colors of this. So I've decided to do both. I've decided to coffee dye and to do a digital. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a digital. I am going to on the back sides of the paper. I am going to run these through coffee dye. I have a laser printer, and my laser printer ink is expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you, it is expensive. I heard an EcoTake is better because it's you just fill out the colors you need, and that's true with a laser. It's just that mine is very expensive. One cartridge is $70, so I have to think about that also when I'm tea dyeing, or coffee dyeing. So is it worth it to me for maybe $10 worth of ink? And so maybe $15 it would cost me to coffee print papers. I hope that makes sense. And my time is not very valuable to me because I enjoy it, first of all, and second of all, I have lots of time. I'm disabled, and so if I'm up and I'm feeling great like I'm doing today is the day to coffee dye, and it's going to be a fun day. I'm going to ride the high, and if I pay for it, you know what? I lived today, and that's all that matters. So I am going to coffee dye. I'm going to purchase a coffee dye pack. I'm going to use some coffee dye, and I'm going to use the coffee dye that I buy on the back. All right, so I'm going to do that, and I will be back when everything's good. And we're going to start. I'm also going to print this pack on regular paper, so I can do some collaging for master boards. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm so excited. Okay, I've got my double-sided printed out of the cards on cardstock, presentation paper, and photo mat paper, and I have double-sided for some coffee dyed paper and some other, coffee colored dyed. And I also have my own coffee dyed paper. I'm really kind of proud of it. It turned out great. Yeah, it looks amazing, I think. Lots of different textures and everything. Okay, and then I've decided to do a hidden spine on a cereal box. And because it's so flimsy, I'm going to use some of this thin chipboard that I got off of my designer series paper from Stampin' Up. And I'm going to do the hidden spine with this thicker chipboard from Stampin' Up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check to see, I've done some cutting and some cutting down of the white spaces. So I have my pages here, like I said, double-sided. Here's some extras if I need them. Double-sided pages, and these are definitely going to be bigger, and I'm going to embrace the fact that we are going to have some bigger and some smaller papers in this. So if we just fold these right here. So we're going to do our signatures. I don't know how many signatures, but look at the difference in size. It's going to be quite a difference, about an inch around. So that's okay. I think it's going to look great. I think some wobbly, because on these I could do some tabs. I could do some fun things on there. So the first thing I want to do is figure out how thick we can make it. So I'm going to cut this down. Grab some fabric from Joann's that I want to use, and I'm going to open the box from where the box has the original. I don't want to say the original where it's glued at, right? So I'm going to do that. So I want to keep this part intact because that's going to be my spine, and it looks like this is a pretty good size. Let me measure for you. 3 inches, friends. I get 3 inches of spine, and I'm going to embrace it and do lots of signatures because I think that's fun. So I'm going to take a moment and cut off all of this extra around here. Then I'm going to measure this and do an inch bigger. So this is 8.5, of course, stupid Amanda. So we're going to do a 9.5 inch, a 9 inch? Yeah, let's do a 9 inch journal. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to take a few seconds and cut off these edges and work with just the main part, and then I will glue this over it, over each side, to combat some of this darkness and to give it some sturdiness. I am going to do one on the front and the back, so it's going to be really, really sturdy. I will super speed this so you guys don't have to see it, but you're not missing anything. Okay, I am going to measure, so the 9, it's 9 by, I believe it's going to be 6, a 9 by 6 journal. And I'm going to make sure that it is square with this edge, because I know I didn't make it square any other way. So I'm going to grab my new Tim Holtz by Tonic. It's not new, but it's new to me. And I'm going to just make my first cut. All right. And this does have 2 arms, so let's get this stuff out of the way. So I can go to 9. 9 by 6, we've agreed. So we've already cut that, so let's, whoops. Well, we're gonna have to cut this one off. We're gonna go down to 10. Cut it at 9. There we go. We have that to maybe make a small, I don't know what we could do with this, but we'll save it. I mean, it's chipboard, right? That's 9, and then we just need to cut each of these from this point over is by 6. So we'll take this flap up like this and center it at 6. Cut it. Do it again on the same side. Attach this to 6. Cut it. Excellent. So this should be now perfectly straight, and it looks good. All right, keep these as well, because we could do something with these. I just don't know what. Something will come to me. I'm going to put this to the side. Now we have a 9 by 6 and 3 inches, and I'm going to take these and fold them in half, all of them, to make folded paper, you know, folded pieces of paper. So I'm going to fold them in half, and then I'm going to see how much I can fit in this journal. So that's what I'm going to do. You don't need me to see folding in half pieces of paper, but I will use a bone folder for the thicker pieces, and then I will see you in a moment. Okay, I've folded some in and some out to make sure that I got a wide variety. I didn't really count. I've decided on 6 signatures because I have 6 pieces of paper that I would like to go in the middle, and I don't know how else to make that decision, as long as everything fits. I am going to have about 6 or 7 pieces of paper in each signature, as long as everything fits. So we'll just go like that, and yeah, it fits pretty well. So we're going to keep this amount. I'm going to count and put things in signatures. I'm not actually going to look. I know everyone said, oh, you have to look, but I just kind of want to be surprised. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just want to be surprised, you know? looks like all of them have 3 of these pieces of paper, so that's good. I mean, that worked out really well. So now all I have to do is 3, 4, just put 4 pieces of paper in each, 4 pieces of coffee dye paper in each bundle. That makes 8 pieces of paper, right? Because I have 1 for the middle. Let's just see if I have 4 for every one of them and see how many I'm going to be adding. So it looks like I'll have the same amount of coffee dyed paper, or about the same amount of coffee dyed paper as I will to 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes 5 pieces of paper, and I only have 3 left. So I guess we'll do 5 pieces of paper in each signature, and we have 3 left. Yay, okay. And I haven't used all of them then. And then I will just add it. I guess I'm going to go every other one, right? I mean, that makes sense. All right, that makes a little bit more sense. There we go. That's a signature. And that looks like a pretty thick signature to me. All right, sounds good. So I'm going to do that for the rest of them. I'm just going to make sure that they are placed up. You know, they're in the correct orientation, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the ones, you know, I'm not going to, yeah. I don't care if they're too matchy-matchy. They're all from the same digital. That's what I'm going to do. The only thing I could do is add some other material, like some envelopes that I got. I don't have anything else. You know what? This is my first journal. I'm just gonna do it easy. Maybe I'll put yeah, I think I'll put, oh, sorry for the indecisiveness. I'm gonna put some envelopes in here. Yes. Went to the Goodwill, got 6 of these for $1 or 50 cents. I don't remember if it was pink one day. Yeah, so I will put these in. Each signature, and I'll put them in random spots. What do we think? Good idea? I'll put these where there's 2 of these. Yeah, there we go, like that. And I'll put them in the middle. All right, sounds good. That's what I'll do for all of them. So they'll have 8 sheets. I'm assuming it'll still work. I'm pretty excited. All right, we'll see you soon. Alrighty, so I got my signatures. They're all, I have one left over, one piece left over. I must have counted wrong. They're all together. They're all the right way. I made some of the envelopes latch this way, and some of them latch the other way, so that's good. I have a pretty paper on the outside, then a coffee, pretty coffee. So that's nice, right? So here's my question for those of you that know what you're doing. Do you have to make each signature the same number of pages or the same thickness? Is that a rule? I mean, I know there's no rules, but is that a best practice? All right, so here's my journal. It looks like it's going to be perfect. Look, I still have room if it was to be scrunched down, which it will be. I've just got to decide my fabric for my junk journal. So I have some fabrics here. Let's go through them. I have some really pretty blues. If I was to do anything, I'd probably do this. This is a 100% cotton, 18 by 21 inches. 18 by 21 inches, so that should work. Or maybe this white. This white's pretty, but white, never mind. Maybe this dark blue and, oh, this is kind of neat too, though. All right, one of those. I could use this. I mean, this is really cool, right? But again, it's white, so What about this that's off-white? And I kind of like that. It's kind of 70s, I think. I like this one. Ooh, I like this one. I'm going to pass on that one, pass on that one, pass on that one. So it's down to these two. Or I picked up these from Joann's. They're really cool, right? I'm going to stick with these fat quarters. I think they're called fat quarters. I'm not really sure. But I'm going to stick with these because they were free. And I think I'm going to choose one of these two. I guess maybe, hey, wait, why can't I do one on the inside, one on the outside? Has the same pink, has the same brown, has the same orange, different blues. But I guess blue's not even on here, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah, let's do one on the inside, one on the outside. Oh, I don't know how to do one on the inside, one on the outside. I could wing it. No, we're going to do this one, and I'm going to do paper on the outside, on the inside. All right, so let me prep my pieces. These pieces I need to cut 9 by 6, and I'm going to cut 3 by 9 for the spine. So that's what I'm going to do now. And cut all of these at 9 inches, so I've got to get this out. I always cut this way, sorry. So we're going to cut this at 9. And then I should cut 6. And this should be 6, right? Well, it's not. Wonder why. Guess it's bigger than a 6 by 6 or 12 by 12, huh? Alright, it's not exact. We'll cut it off later. I don't know why. And this should be 3 by 9. Should it be? 3 inches, but we gotta leave a little bit room for the spine movement. By 9. That's for the outside, inside. I'm going to cut this again at 9 inches. And we're going to cut 6. Turn around, cut it at 6. It is at 6. I'm so confused. These two are right. Cut this one 9 inches. Cut it down a little bit below 3. And it is. All right. Well. All right. Anything else I have to cut? Oh, yes. I need to cut this thick board. How wide is this? Not quite 9. All right, so we need to cut here at 3 inches. Hopefully this will cut this thick board. 3 inches. We're going to cut just a little bit below 3. Well, we're going to cut 3 and then cut off this ucky edge, I think. Let's scooch this over a little bit. All right, that cut beautifully. Cut it at 9. Good. And then again, just a tiny bit below 3. Excellent. All right, that's going to be for the spine. On the inside, the hidden spine. All right, I think I got it. Now I'm just going to pick up some papers to go on the inside. I got my fabric for the outside. I think it's stunning. Very 70s, right? Wouldn't you love a dress in this? All right, so I'm peculiar. What do you want me to say? But because it's so thin, the white should block this out and we should be good. So we got this. Oh yeah, that should fit. Oh yeah. Oh look. Oh, and it's off-white. It's gonna be perfect, right? I mean, these colors are more bluey. This is fun. Let's just use it, okay? All right. I'm not gonna really spend too much time worrying about the inside-outside colors. I think this is fun. Yellow and orange, just a rainbow of colors. This is called Nature's Sweetness by Stampin' Up! And the paper is perfect for what we're doing. It's just abstract-y. It is a little white. So I guess I can use this, and I'll do a different middle. Hold on just a second. I gotta find a different middle. I don't want too much white in there. Does that make sense? So I'll use these two pieces. This is a great piece, but it's just white, and I don't want white, especially since I have an off-white piece. So this is perfect. I'm going to cut these down. Do I cut them now? No, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. All right. Yeah, I know that. I know how. Okay, I'm going to cut these 9 by 6. So we cut 3 inches off, and this is directional. So I need to cut then this by 6. That'll give me 2 9 by 6s. And this I will keep for my stash. I could, no, I've got to make it a little bit bigger. I've got to make it a little bit bigger. So we're going to use, oh, did I lose it? No, this piece, we are going to make it by 9, and I'm going to do it by 5. I got to just take 3 inches off of this. And the reason I want to do it, because I want to overlap it a little bit so that the spine is completely covered, because I'm going to put, I'm going to do a hidden spine, so I'm going to make this hide the spine. And then, I don't think we need that much. Let's see. But I'm going to keep it. I mean, I'm going to keep it. I'd rather have too much than not enough. All right, I'm going to get to putting my, I'm going to do the outside of my cover. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover that right now. I'm going to do that with PVA glue, since everything is paper to paper, and that I was told is strong. Let's just get these out so we know where they're at. I have 2, I need 4. I have 3, 1, 2, 3, I need 4. Oh, heavens. Well, I know I have 4 here somewhere. Found it, thank goodness. All right, here's that. Let me get some PVA glue. And a spatula. And we're going to just, yeah. All right, and we're going to put the dark side down. The writing side down. It looks like I have an issue. I have some clogged glue. So I will unclog this and be right back. Unclogged as best as it's going to get. Oh, that's a lot. Let's see if I can get this all to the edge. I think that's what's important, is the edge. And the edge. PVA glue is permanent with paper, and it remains flexible, according to everything I've read. Okay, won't do so much. I think since I'm having material over it, I guess it really doesn't necessarily have to have it all the way to the edge, but we'll do the best we can. I'd like to try a journal next that is a envelope one, because that seems really easy. This one seems to be the hardest kind, the stiff kind, and the hidden spine seems to be the hardest type of journal to make. If I'm wrong, please let me know. If that's, please let me know if I'm mistaken. Easy cleanup, easy cleanup. I love it. And it gives some wiggle room for sure. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry for a few seconds, and then use some Fabri-Tac and place this over. I'm going to do my best to cut this so that it is even, because if not, look, it almost goes all the way over. So I'm going to take some off and keep it. So I think maybe I will measure it and do, let's see, this is 3 and 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15 by 9. So if we do 17 by 11, that should be more than enough, or 16 and a half by 12 and a half, or 9, 8, 10 and a half, right? That should be good. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine we need more than 3/4 of an inch over. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to measure. Yeah, right. Okay, I'm really gonna measure. And then well, let's just do it now. Why wait? Okay. So we need this way by, it says it's 9. No, it's 6, it's 15, right? 6 and 6 and 3 is 15 plus 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch and a half. So that's 16 and a half. So here is 12. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and a half. So right here. Oh, right on this little edgy thing. Let's see if we can just tear it. Yes! Okay, all right. All right, yes, it's exciting when you can tear things that you didn't know you could tear. All right, so then on this side, we need 9, 11 and a half. So we'll just go to the 11 and a half right there. And then we can use this for all sorts of things, right? Now, do I want to do any sewing? No, I don't think so. I don't think I want to. Is that too much over, you think? Yeah, I think I'm going to take off 1/2 inch from both the ones that aren't ripped, so they all look the same. I wonder if this will rip right. Looks like it. And look, this is going to be a little topper. Yay! Okay. All right, and then over here, 1/2 inch. Oh, look, it has this edge that we really don't necessarily want, so that's good to rip it. right where it's yucky. All right, and we have some, whoopsie, I didn't want to get too far. Yeah, we have 2 little extras here. I really like this. My daughter picked it up for me, so she got it for free and she gave it to me, so I really appreciate that. All right, this is still a little bit long, but oh well, it's fine. I don't think I want to cut it again. No. All right, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac on this, but I'm going to let this dry first, so I'll see you when this is warm to the touch and everything's down. All right, I'm excited. It's coming along to our hidden spine. Well, I guess we could do our hidden spine while that's drying, right? Yeah. Why wait? All right, let's do our spine. We got to figure out, we got to get blah, 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 blah. We've got to get a piece of grid paper and figure out our spine. Okay, grid paper we have, and we're going to need to make this we're going to put T for top. We're going to cut it a little bit shy of where we need it. Because we don't want to go over our spine. So I'm cutting it on the line. All right, and then T for top. Cutting it on the line here. Just a little bit above. All right, then I'm going to fold it in half. And then fold each of these in half. Now we're folding it to the topper line. There we go. And folding it to this line. There we go. So that's that. So our line goes here. That's 1. And we want to do 6. 6? All right. Well, then we need to do 1 on each side. 1, 2, right? Because that's the middle, right? Yeah, I got the middle. Okay. 1 on each side. And then let's do, how thick do you think these are? Oh, skip 1 for sure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's 6. And then I guess we're going to go here. So I chose the line that's, you know, at it so it's easier. And then this line, again, this is the middle, so we're going to go 1 on each side of the middle and then skip 1 each time until we get 6 little bites. All right, so we have our top, our bottom. We need to put these kind of more in the middle so that everything gets in the middle, and the envelope for sure needs to be in the middle because that's the smaller. All right, now we need to make little tick marks. Oh no. Oh no, this is wrong. Oh, thank goodness I caught it. All right, it goes this way, and this way, right? Yeah, thank goodness. Okay, all right, that was, whew. All right, so I'm going to put the top right here. And I'm going to go here, here, and here. Let me get my awl out. I got this thing of goodies that I'll put over here. So let's make sure everything's in the middle and as pressed in as we can. And then we'll clip it. Like that. I guess we'll do this one like this. Woo! That was fun. Alright, I have some of these. So I'll make some of these. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, that's better. Oh, this one isn't. This one could use a good... Okay. See if this works. Yeah, that's better. So I can get all of these in one little area. Does that help? All these down there? Let's see. So that works. Okay, now I'm going to use my book and my awl and just... Ow! Ooh, it's sharp. Pierce through these. Whoops, that didn't come up the middle, no did it? All right, let's try it again. That work? Why don't we do it from the back all the way through if we're on the line? Does anyone know why we don't go this way so we know where the lines are? Instead of this way, when everything's lined up? Well, that's what we're supposed to do, so that's what we'll do. If anyone can answer that for me, I'd really appreciate it. Okay. Scooch this over a little bit. Get this lined up. Like that. Pretty good. I did it, you know, a little bit off, but not too much off. I don't know what's with my awl. It breaks this paper down. Does that matter? I mean, I think it would. Just kind of scooch this in and get it a little bit bigger. All right. Next, I guess. Should we keep everything tidy and nice? I think so. All right. Next. And this is going to be number 1. I'm just going to put a little number one right here, and then, because I know we want to start with number 6. And this is number 2, and we need to really get things in the middle here. I'll shut up and do this, and then this can go fast. Okay, for my blind spine, I want this on top of my piece, but I cannot see it to mark it, so I'm going to put it on the bottom of my piece and then move it. Okay, I'm going to mark this as top. Okay, now, going to do that. I'm going to get our little thingy back. Then I'm going to press in all of these. I'm gonna adhere it so it doesn't move. Well, I was going to adhere it so it doesn't move. And then I will put this in the middle. And then this in the middle here. Like that. And then I will poke holes. I'm gonna have to stand up for this. Now, should be able to take this away because I don't need it anymore. Put this where this belongs. Maybe I should take this. And I'm going to give it some wiggle room by adding some adhesive, some liquid glue. Okay, so it doesn't, lets me wiggle. All right, I'll put it to the light maybe. There we go. Get this wiggled in. There we go. Let's get the top one in. We should be good. We got the bottom one in. The top one should just go in. All right, there we go. Just poking all these through to make sure they go all the way through. Then I'll burnish this down, and get it all one piece. All right. So then when we put this in the book, here, after we do our hidden spine, which will be back here, it will fold over and the spine will be truly hidden. I hope that makes sense to everyone. And, I mean, it makes sense to me, so that's what matters. Let me see, this is still cool to the touch, but I think it'll be okay. Do I want this down? And then my material, right? Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. This down and then my material. Back to PVA glue. And I know I don't need a lot of that. Wow, that's a big fly. Or a big something. I don't want to know if it's something else. All right. Does not interfere with this spine mechanism. There we go. And then this one. Oh, I put it down the wrong way, guys. I guess I'm going to have the boring side down. I was hoping to have the pretty side. What was I thinking? I was going to have this beautiful writing down. Do you remember? Oh, well. It is what it is now, right? Maybe it could be for writing in here, huh? That's... All right, I planned it. Now it's for writing. All right. So this is still the top. And so we know... that this goes in here. Does this? Oh, it might. Hold on. No, it folds perfectly. Okay. Now we're just waiting for this to dry. Hopefully it'll dry soon. All right, good to go. So I'm going to, well, I guess I can sew in this, I guess I can sew it in. It really doesn't matter when I sew it in, right? So let me get, did I do this one? Yeah, I did this one. This is number 6, right? This must be number 6. Okay, that's the one we're starting with. Gonna get out a big needle. Have my magnetic to hold it when I don't need it. Okay. And I do 3 times the length. So 1, 2, 3, and clip. What is wrong with us? 2, 3. One. I think that's 6. We will see. All right. Big needle. Wax thread, because I was told that was the best. And I'm going to do some dangles inside and some dangles outside. And all the ones that have the pretties on the outside, I'm going to do dangles. So, starting from the inside then. And holding a little bit. Down all the way to the top. In through the center without piercing the thread, which I just did. Ouch! Not piercing yourself either. And come on opposite sides. And whoops, that's not very dangly. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, this is just really long. All right, so we're going to just scooch this up a little bit, scooch this down a little bit, just a little bit more. All right, so we're gonna make it taut and double knot. 1, 2, and then dangles. All right, I think I'm only gonna do dangles on the 2nd and the 6th. The rest of them are going to be on the inside. And when we do it on the inside, we start from the back. Oh my goodness, I didn't do anything. You guys, I didn't attach this to anything but itself. Let's try it again. I actually have to attach it to the spine. Gonna need another one. 1, 2, 3, and a little bit. All right, so let's do this again. We're going to go from the back on this one because I want to do on the inside. All right. All right, so we're going to go from the back to the middle, holding a spot. Down to the down. Up to the top. In through the middle. No piercing. And pull taut. All right, now let's cut this string. We could probably use this again. We're going to, I did it again. You guys! we got to do this one, remember? Okay, so let's try it again for the 15th time. Okay, so I made absolutely every mistake that I could make. Every mistake possible I made. I punctured my skin. I put it in the wrong one. I didn't sew in the hidden spine twice, but I got a book. It looks okay. This one seems to be taller than the rest. Hoping I didn't put it upside down. No, it just is taller than the rest. And it's a little bit loose. A little bit loose. Yeah, a lot of loose. Everyone else is pretty good, but this one is a little loose. So I'll see if I can finagle this one and get a little bit tighter. But other than that, I think I did okay. So now I'm just going to wait for the cover to dry, and I'm going to put on my cover. My cover. I didn't do any sewing, which, oh well, it is what it is. So that's that, right? I mean, it's my first journal, so I'm hoping I made every mistake possible, that it's sunny skies from here on out. I think I did everything, wrong I could do wrong, so hopefully I'm good with the spine. And I'm just going to make this a little bit tighter, right? Just want it a little tighter. I want it taut. That's better. That's better. Just a little bit tighter. And then we'll do the third knot. And hopefully this works. I just have one question, and I don't know the answer to it. I mean, when this is open like this, there's a lot of room between there. Will it fatten up once I do lots of things on it, or how do I hide that? I mean, it doesn't look like that in books. Should I put it closer together? But if I had done it closer together, then I wouldn't have any room. So I'm a little bit distraught about this one. I think I turned number 4. I think number 4 here, right here, I turned wrong, because it's just a tiny bit up and a tiny bit down. So I'm a little bummed. I think when I was putting in the points, I think I marked it wrong, because they're spot on. So I must have done top to bottom, bottom to top. You know what I mean? I must have turned the number. Oh well, it is what it is. I got it in. Now I have this to put in my book. And I got 2 dangles out of the 6. So that's good. All right, I'm happy. I'm just going to wait for this to dry. It's pretty dry. We're going to say it's dry enough. And let's move this out when I put my needle back in. Oh, these are really big, but they're also very painful. They have a point on them no matter what. I tried to get the pointless. The pointless, but that didn't work. All right, so we've got this piece right here. We're going to use Fabri-Tac. Get off my desk as needed. Let's grab the Fabri-Tac. Let's sit this in the middle. In the middle, Amanda. In the middle. Just a bit over that way, a little bit over that way. All right, Fabri-Tac it is. Oh, I gotta turn it over. Doy. Oh no, I'm afraid that I got, in my quest to make it thin around the edge, I got it too thin. All right, you know what? First journal, first journal. Got some. I wish I had ironed it. I can tell you that. I wish I'd ironed it. Maybe I should do a little iron now. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to do a little iron now. Wish me luck. Okay, so I'm kind of worried that with heat it will damage the glue, because you know all heat kind of damages glue. So I might have damaged glue. I'm not I'm not sure, but it looks better. And that's, I guess, what it matters. All right. So now we are going to put down my journal, my inside journal, to my Yes. Let's just make sure that this is the top. It doesn't really matter, right? No, it doesn't matter. That goes down like that. All right, we're doing it. And I guess we'll use PVA, but I kind of want to use some red tape. I mean, this is ultra strong. Heat safe and embossable, which means nothing, but I mean, it's just strong. So I'm going to open it, and I'm going to use a little bit of it. Ooh, sorry friends, it's very sticky on the edges. So I am going to redline this a little bit, put PVA down it, and I might even put 3-in-1 glue down. I don't know how much, but that's heavy. I mean, that's heavy. What if it falls out? think I have a journal. I mean, I think. It's not glued up here, so I guess I'm going to use Fabri-Tac up here because it is fabric. And glue that down. And do the same down here, but I think I have a journal, guys! Yay! I have a journal! Alright, let me just add Fabri-Tac right here. Alright, I'm gonna let it dry. Wish me luck. Alright, I got a journal. Okay. Alright, stop geeking out. We're professionals here. Alright, friends. I think I did it. I think I have a journal. Now all I have to do is embellish it and make it all pretty and stack it and put tons of ephemera in it and do all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to leave this open and let you know what it looks like when I'm done. Thanks so much for stopping on by. I hope you had a good time. I hope you answered some of my questions and you didn't laugh too much at me. And I'm really excited that you're here. Thanks. I got it done. I got a journal done. Okay. All right. Fine. I got the main part of the journal done. Now I just have to embellish it, which is probably the hardest part. You guys are saying that, aren't you? Just wait until you try to embellish it, right? Is that what you're saying? All right. See you soon. Can't wait.